Good morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care, Advanced Audiology, and Santa Clarita Hearing Center. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Gene Dorio.
On your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And speaking of quality of life, our first guest this morning is Bradley Gross of the Santa Clarita Grocery. And that is critical to quality of life for many of our seniors. Wouldn't you agree, Bradley?
I would agree, and good morning to all the seniors out there in Santa Clarita.
Yes.
Good morning, Bradley. Welcome to the show
So,
again.
Thank you, Dr. Dario.
You've been busy.
We've been busy. We sure have.
That's an understatement.
Before we dive into this, I wanted to thank all the listeners, the greatest generation, because today is a very historic day. It is Victory over Japan Day, which 75 years ago, the world stopped, much like we have stopped, but they celebrated an amazing event that took place. So thank you to all of you listeners who are there. You probably remember, I know exactly where I was when this day struck. What about you, Barbara?
I was in England.
Okay, and what happened
I was 10 and a half when I came to the States in 1947.
Okay.
But I was a little girl growing up during the war and experienced the buzz bombs, the bombs dropping all around, having to wear a gas mask on my back, and had every single day walking to school having the gas mask on. And during the school period time, we always had drills. The siren would sound throughout the school, and we'd all have to jump under our desks, put our gas masks on, and I just lived it. I lived it.
Fascinating.
And I, many times, one time in particular, I was, my girlfriend Edna had come down to play, and at that time we had to do away with the outside shelters because they were not quality enough. I mean, you had to dig a hole and go down inside, and this big oval shelter on the outside, and they required that we had to have them inside the house. They were about the size of a king-size bed, about the size of this desk, maybe 3 feet, and we had to go in there, and it was solid steel all around. And my brother at the time was upset and crying. My mother was attending to him on the bed next to me, and Edna and I said, let's go outside. So we snuck out, went down the garden path outside onto the sidewalk. And no sooner had we gotten out there, and before then, the reason we had to go in the shelter is because we had heard the buzz bomb, and we had seen it in the sky with the fire coming out of the back and the loud buzzing noise. Well, when the buzzing stopped and the fire stopped, then it would start gliding down, and you never knew where it was going to hit. Well, as soon as Edna and I got outside onto the sidewalk, here comes this massive rocket over the chimney tops.
Oh, my goodness.
And you talk about two little girls. I mean, we were screaming like crazy, ran into the house, and my mother almost literally killed me. She was so upset with me.
It wasn't the buzz bomb. It was your mother.
But that buzz bomb landed, it exploded probably about, I'd say, 6 blocks away from where we lived.
Goodness.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, here come these chunks of iron falling out of the sky. Shrapnel is what they called it. And my mother, she was beside herself. If she could have killed me, she would have. But that was the most frightening experience I had of all. And it was crazy. But we had to, when we lived in London, in the city of London. We had to go down into the shelters many, many times, and they were the Underground Railroad. That's where we had to go, because so many times those bombs were dropping all around, and they ordered us into the shelters and go down inside, and the trains had stopped, everything had stopped, and massive numbers of people were down inside that train station down under. Oh, it was unbelievable. It really was. So, yes, I lived through it when I was a little girl, and it's something I will never, ever forget.
And definitely, we owe the greatest generation our due, because they won the war for us, and now some of them are facing a different kind of buzz bomb, where they're not getting enough food. And Bradley, you through your organization, they're making a difference for many of them in our community. Tell us about Santa Clarita Grocery.
Okay, to recount, we are so blessed and thankful to be on your show. It's so exciting for us, so thank you for having us. We're an all-volunteer organization, and we provide a week's worth of groceries. And we have a special program specific to seniors, and it's every Wednesday. So today will be Senior Wednesday.
Yes.
And it takes place 3:30 to 5 o'clock. One thing I wanted to mention for any of the seniors that do not have transportation, there is what's called Dial-A-Ride. You can find it on the city website, and so we have many seniors that come on the transportation. It's a little mini bus. It drops you off and it picks you up an hour later. So it gives you the perfect amount of time to receive your groceries, and then the attendant who drives the vehicle actually loads them back on the vehicle and then unloads them at your destination. So it's a wonderful way to get the needs and resources. I would encourage the buddy system. Many of the people come, the seniors come on Senior Wednesday and with a buddy, and that way they can sit and chat and go out and have a little field trip for the day. So currently we're serving 160 seniors a month, just on Senior Wednesday. And then to give a little scope of the impact of COVID, January we were serving 161 families a week's worth of groceries. Now, the average family, we calculate, we do a 4.5. The average family is about 4 people we're giving a week's worth of groceries. So the numbers were pretty big for us in January. Well, currently we're at 850 families per month.
Wow.
And we've gone 5 times the amount of people in need. And these are just regular people that have been impacted by COVID with job loss and not able to make ends meet. So our team has really rallied around this. I just cannot give enough praise to these volunteers that have stepped up and made this happen. And we transformed into a drive-up, drive-through scenario so that it's COVID safe, and we're adhering to all of the requirements to be able to serve food. So all of our volunteers wear masks and gloves when they're packing your groceries. And we have the young people of our community, the future of us. They roll the groceries out on carts and load your car up just for you. So there's the update.
Yes, that's wonderful. And you know, when I visited you several months ago to see what you do and how you do it, you gave me a box of groceries. That food was incredible. And it lasted me more than a week. I mean, the fresh vegetables, all kinds of food, and it was, oh my goodness, it was so good. And I can understand why you have so many families who are coming in who some of them can't afford to buy groceries at a grocery store. You know, not enough to feed a family of 4. And that's usually, it seems to be the average number of people in a family. Usually a mother and a father and 2 children. Sometimes there's more. But that box of groceries would last them a week. Absolutely. And the food, like I said, is delicious. It's really good, Gene. The food is delicious.
You know, there are some of our seniors and listeners who are disabled or immobile, Bradley, and you know, I worry about them, you know, not being able to even utilize dial-a-ride to get to your facility. Can they, by proxy, like write a note and pin it on a proxy person and say, you know, I am at home, I'm immobile, but I need food. Is there a way for that to happen, or does it already happen, Bradley?
That's a really good question. That actually is in place, and we have probably 24 proxy drivers. It could either be a relative or a neighbor or a friend. Even the Child Family Center, they're about a stone's throw from us. We have a program set up with them, and their social workers actually come, and so we're serving, and the social workers are the proxy for the families, just due to confidentiality. So what happens is I think we currently have 36 families that are being served a week's worth of grocery through proxy drivers, just through the Child and Family Center.
Child and Family Center.
Yeah. And Joan, she's just a great partner.
That's an incredible organization.
Yeah.
I've worked with them for many, 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 many years as a volunteer. Been on their boards and what have you, and
top notch.
Oh,
yeah.
It's an incredible organization.
Yeah.
It really is. Well, tell me, Bradley, where do you get all the food?
That's also a good question, because, you know, if you're on the outside, you kind of are like, how does this all come into a warehouse, and how do we capture it? Well, the answer is we pick up from all of the major food retailers in the Santa Clarita Valley. So that would be Costco, Walmart's, multiple Walmarts, multiple Ralph's, Vaughn's, Albertsons. We pick up from Sprouts, and we pick up 5 days a week from multiple locations. So we have a capture that comes in every day. And then we're also part of the USDA program, where we get 4 tons of food every Friday. And that keeps us, it's about, we're distributing about 5 tons of food a week. So that drop every Friday is just remarkable, and it is fresh right from the farm. So something that is very important to us when you're dealing with food that has a lifespan, we don't give out any milk that's close to expire or any dairy product. We buy our eggs fresh every week. We get our milk from the USDA fresh every week. So you're going to have a good 2-week window on all your dairy products, not to mention the produce, which is fresh. Walmart tends to overbuy, and so we're very fortunate to just have an abundance of fresh produce as well. And then Bennett's Honey Farm up Sierra, or up the 126. They provide us a ton of honey every other month. So that's literally a ton. So it comes in 1-pound jars.
Wow, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, I give kudos to all of these stores who do provide, and it's going to a good cause.
Yes.
It really is, because especially for seniors who are unable to get out many times or need assistance.
Yes.
And they're able to have the food. And like I said before, the food is absolutely incredible. Everything is so fresh and up to date. And I cannot say enough about it. Bradley, your organization has done a beautiful job
Thank you.
of taking care of needy, especially needy families in this community. And we do have them. We really do have them.
Yes, and it's grown in an amazing way.
Oh, yes, it really has.
Let's not be afraid for our listeners to now, at this point, with everything going on with the pandemic, the economy, don't be afraid to seek food for you and your family. this is a time where we all share in our responsibilities.
That's right.
When they had buzz bombs, we found ways to shelter together. Now we're finding ways to help each other together. So for those listeners who might be facing a food problem, food shortage, food insecurity, don't allow that to happen to yourself or the people around you. Bradley, if you can give our listeners information on how they can find you and get to you, directions as to where they can pick up food and the hours that it might be available.
Sure. We distribute groceries Monday evenings, Wednesday evenings from 5 to 7 p.m. And also the senior Wednesday is 3:30 to 5 every Wednesday. And then on Saturdays we distribute as well from 9 to 11 a.m. And we're located right near the Carl Boyer Walmart. We're on Center Point Parkway. Barbara would like this. It's spelled the British way, but it's Center, C-E-N-T-R-E, Point, P-O-I-N-T-E, Parkway. And it's Unit 300. There's a gigantic American flag from the top of the building all the way to the ground that's a permanent fixture there that hangs. And that's a good indicator. But it's in the Oasis Furniture parking lot. So if you know where Oasis Furniture is on Center Point Parkway, you'll see us right there in the back. And we also accept donations if people have an interest in dropping canned food off or whatnot, or want to sponsor us. We welcome that. But our main primary focus and mission is really to serve those that are definitely in need. And you may have to redefine what your need is, because some people, due to dignity and pride, feel like, well, I'm not really that needy. But the reality is, you actually may be in need, and don't go a day hungry. Let us jump in and partner with you so you can get some fresh food and nourishment, because Dr. Dario, you could speak to this, how important nourishment is to keeping a clear mind and staying healthy in these trying times.
That's true. And the telephone number also is 818-636-1553. Thank you very much, Bradley, for joining us today.
Thank you. It's a privilege.
And now
Thank you
people
for what you
have, they have contact information for you.
Great.
And we will see you again next month.
Okay. And it was a
Wonderful.
great little
Bradley.
history lesson. You got it.
Yes,
You got
take
it.
care of yourself.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM AM 1220 KHTS.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, and like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. Pillows would go flat, I would flip-flop all night long, I would wake up with a sore neck, maybe a headache, or feel like I needed a nap even though I slept 8 hours. When I invented MyPillow, I wanted it to where you could move the patented fill to give you the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of sleep position. MyPillow will get you into that deep sleep faster, and you will stay there longer. It's not about how much time we spend in bed, it's about how much of that quality sleep we get. I do all of my own manufacturing right here in the United States. I have a 10-year warranty. You can wash and dry my pillow, and I give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. And here's my best offer ever. You can buy one of my pillows and get one absolutely free.
Go to mypillow.com and use the promo code KHTS, or call 800-973-3927 and use the promo code KHTS. That's 800-973-3927 or mypillow.com and use the promo code KHTS.
The coronavirus has put us in a position of creating a new normal. Family Law at Home understands. Their goal is to meet you in the safest place possible, and these days that might be in your own home in a virtual meeting. Family Law at Home will provide you with immediate advice on your family law matters, such as divorce cases, child custody disputes, and domestic violence. It's as easy as going to FamilyLawAtHome.com. You'll choose your own consultation date and be in immediate contact with one of their esteemed attorneys. Family Law at Home handles the legal aspect while you and your family navigate the new chapter in your lives. Go to FamilyLawAtHome.com.
Finding the right lawyer can be a challenge, but in Santa Clarita, there's no need to search when there's Hacker Law Group, Santa Clarita's premier litigation firm. Jeffrey Hacker has represented celebrities, financial institutions, accident victims, real estate developers, realtors, contractors, businesses, nonprofit organizations, and other individuals and companies with their legal challenges. Mr. Hacker is one of Santa Clarita's leaders, consistently listed as one of our most influential. When everything is on the line and you need legal counseling, visit hackerlawgroup.com.
Mission Valley Bank is a commercial bank in the Santa Clarita Valley that really puts the community into community banking.
At Mission Valley Bank, we strive to be a trusted advisor to our clients, and that means being an integral part of the communities we serve. We started the Give Where You Live program to help bring awareness to our nonprofit partners. We're more than just a local business bank. In fact, we're a full-service, independent commercial bank that is locally owned, community-minded, and relationship-driven. I'm Tamara Gurney, President and CEO of Mission Valley Bank, and I invite you to experience the Mission Valley Bank difference, where your success is our mission. We want to be your most valued bank.
Mission Valley Bank has been named Most Trusted Advisor Business Banker by the San Fernando Valley Business Journal 5 years in a row, and received the Business Leadership Award by the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce, Valley Industry Association, and SCV Economic Development Corporation. Visit them at their Center Point branch location or at missionvalleybank.com. Member FDIC.
We all know sometimes people lose their way. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, the Way Out Recovery SCV may have the answers you've been waiting for. The Way Out is the premier intensive outpatient treatment center serving Santa Clarita. Asking for help is the first step. Call The Way Out today, 661-296-4444. That's 296-4444 for a private free assessment. The Way Out is an accredited, affordable outpatient program that accepts most insurance. Call us at 661-296-4444 or check us out online at thewayoutrecoveryscv.com. Quit battling with yourself. Ask The Way Out for help today.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And our guest coming through on the telephone is Nola Aronson of Advanced Audiology, one of our sponsors. Hi, Nola. How are you?
Hi, Barbara. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Hi, Nola. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, it seems strange not having you here in the studio with me.
Well, maybe next month.
Okay, this is a first for you. Normally, you're here every time.
No, I've been calling in for the last couple of months. Yeah.
So, how have you been, and what are we talking about today?
Okay, so we've been doing very well here, and we are totally open and ready to serve the hearing impaired population in Santa Clarita, as we've been doing for the last 33 years. I want to talk about masks and how they're affecting everybody. But before I do that, I'd like to make an announcement that we have a brand new Doctor of Audiology who has joined us from Colorado, and her name is Dr. Laura Schauer. And she was going to be on the call with me today, but I just told her about 5 minutes ago, so she decided she'd wait till next month to introduce herself. But she is a doctor of audiology and has joined our staff. So we have 2 doctors of audiology and myself as an audiologist, and we have a hearing aid dispenser, and we also have one in training. So we're continuing to grow.
Sounds like you have a busy office.
Yep, we're still here. We're not as busy as we were before because I think people still are uncertain about going out. But we are very safe here, following all the CDC guidelines, and very careful, very clean. So there's no fear to come into our office.
That's wonderful.
Anyway, so what I've been seeing a lot lately is people are having so much trouble understanding with masks on. And the other thing is that they're losing their hearing aids because they're taking their masks off and the hearing aids are coming out. And so you have to be really careful when you're wearing your hearing aids. And the mask, how to take the mask off.
Well, you know, I can't wear masks on both ears because it irritates behind my ear. So what I have done is I have added a piece of elastic that connects both of the loops, and I just put it over my head rather than putting it around my ears. And it's so much more comfortable for me.
That's very smart, Barbara.
It is, because I can't stand the rubber on the back of my ear. It irritates. And so I thought, well, one way to get rid of that is add the piece of elastic and just put it around my head. And it works beautifully. Works beautifully.
Still countless people are losing their hearing aids because of their mask. They're yanking it off, and it gets, you just don't know. All of a sudden you don't even sense that the hearing aid is now attached to the mask. And a lot of us, when we go with gloves and masks, we're just taking it and throwing it into the closest garbage can. And if your hearing aid is attached to that, that could be disastrous.
One way that we can avoid that is getting these plastic shields. I've seen a lot of people using the plastic shields. And
yes, we have those, but they're very open. So they don't recommend wearing just the plastic shield, but also putting the mask with the plastic shield. So.
But what's the point of having a plastic shield when you have to wear the mask also? Because the plastic shield I have comes down very low, below my chin.
It keeps the virus away from your eyes, which they say is another entry point for the virus. Also, your skin could be affected, and I am a firm believer, and I don't know this to be true, but I wear a shower cap. People have seen photos of me wearing a shower cap because I am fearful that the virus could get in my hair. I'm lucky because I have a lot of hair still, but I worry that could virus get into my hair because there's so much surface area. And so, depending on your shield and your, for me, the shower cap, I feel more protected that I won't get invaded by the virus.
I know, Gene. You look funny with a hat on.
Did you see that picture that they had in one of the newspapers?
Yes.
And online. So, little. But I'm not so fashion oriented or afraid. And we tend to now. Don't you think, Nola, that we tend to those who are hearing impaired, even with a hearing aid, because a lot of people read lips and they don't know it. And now with the mask on, they can't read lips anymore like they used to. So overall, I would say, the hearing has diminished across the board, but it's enhanced. People might be suffering and not know it. And that's the big problem, isn't it, Nola, that people are not getting hearing tests because they're afraid to come into the office, but yet they're suffering not being able to listen to the radio or watch television or hear their friends or get on the telephone or even on the computer. And that is so detrimental when they don't get a hearing test done.
Right. So what I've found out from people also is that some people who know that they have a hearing loss because of the mask, they now realize how much they really can't hear and how much that they've been depending on the lip reading. So I just say if anybody's had a struggle with hearing, with this pandemic, being home, being with family, that we still offer free hearing screenings to the community to see whether you have a loss or not. And all you have to do is call us up. We're located on Valencia Boulevard next to AAA in the Owen Patterson Century 21 building. We're the ones with the purple sign. And our phone number is 661-253-3277. And anybody listening on the call today that schedules a free hearing screening and says they heard us on KHTS radio will also receive either a George Foreman grill or a 3-day, 2-night vacation to 8 different places, even though I know we're not going on vacation right this second, but it's good forever.
Hey, but those George Foreman grills are fantastic. Yep. I have one, and oh my goodness, they are incredible. And that's a wonderful gift, Nola. It really is.
Yes, but you have to come in and you have to get your hearing screened, because what we're trying to do is promote hearing health. Because even when you have a mild hearing loss, that could be affecting your brain, because it's our brain that hears. And when you're missing information and certain sounds, you're more prone, the research has shown, to get dementia and Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's a lot of other comorbidities and things affected with hearing loss, like heart disease and diabetes. So hearing is like eyes. Everybody goes and gets their eyes tested every year. Why aren't we taking care of our hearing?
True.
Anyway,
So, when we come back, Nola, one of the things that we should talk about is allaying the fears of those who just don't go to, we had Bradley Gross on from Santa Clarita Grocery. There are people that just will not go out. I have people that have not been out of their house in 4 or 5 months. And so when we come back, I want to just talk about what you have done at Advanced Audiology to help those listening to understand that it's safe for them to go to get that important hearing test done, okay?
Yep. That's
great,
good.
Nola. Great. We're going to take a break right now. I'm Dr. Gene Dorio with my co-host Barbara Cochran on your hometown station, 1220 AM and 98.1 FM, KHTS.
These days, it's hard to figure out how to fill all the self-isolation time, let alone figure out what to have for lunch or dinner. Salt Creek Grill owner Greg Amsler is helping us out in a big way. Salt Creek is now offering takeout and curbside pickup, so you don't even have to get out of your car. Their entire menu is available for pickup or delivery, including to-go beer and wine. Hey. In addition, Greg's offering wine at 25% off, along with daily specials. If you'd like to buy a gift card for a future visit, now's the time. Buy a $50 gift card and get $10 extra on the card completely free. Buy a $100 gift card, you get an extra $25. Salt Creek Grill, located next to Regal Cinema at the Valencia Mall. For more info, go to saltcreekgrill.com.
There's a very good reason Embrace Your Smile has been voted Santa Clarita's #1 orthodontist for 10 years in a row.
Honestly, it's our team.
Dr. Megan LeCornu.
I think for me, what makes it stand out is when I have patients that come up to me and say, we have never been in a doctor's office that feels like this. Our team is a family, and we really get along, and we are really passionate about what we do, helping our patients get the smiles they want and deserve.
Dr. Megan LeCornu of Embrace Your Smile Orthodontics.
Embrace your smile.
EmbraceYourSmile.com.
Great news! Men Cryotherapy is reopening. As always, they continue to clean and sanitize all equipment. Social distancing will be enforced and hand sanitizer will be provided throughout the facility. Temperature checks will be done daily on each employee, and masks will be provided if forgotten. They have amazing welcome back specials, including the $99 performance package, which includes a cryo session, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, which boosts recovery of damaged cells, the aromatherapy oxygen bar, Nucalm, and infrared sauna. There's also a beauty package with a cryofacial, infrared sauna, and more. And don't forget their extensive selection of health and wellness products, including CBD. Men Cryotherapy is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, go to MEND, M-E-N-D, cryotherapy.com. MEND Cryotherapy on Newhall Ranch Road in the Gateway Shopping Center.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, and like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. Pillows would go flat, I would flip-flop all night long, I would wake up with a sore neck, maybe a headache, or feel like I needed a nap even though I slept 8 hours. When I invented MyPillow, I wanted it to where you could move the patented fill to give you the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of sleep position. MyPillow will get you into that deep sleep faster, and you will stay there longer. It's not about how much time we spend in bed, it's about how much of that quality sleep we get. I do all of my own manufacturing right here in the United States. I have a 10-year warranty. You can wash and dry my pillow, and I give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. And here's my best offer ever. You can buy one of my pillows and get one absolutely free.
Go to mypillow.com and use the promo code KHTS, or call 800-973-3927 and use the promo code KHTS. That's 800-973-3927 or mypillow.com and use the promo code KHTS.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
Hey there, it's Tori with your hometown station weather. Nice day today with sunny skies, highs in the mid to upper 90s, overnight lows in the 60s. Tomorrow starts triple digits for 5 straight days. By Sunday, we could see temperatures reach 111. For anything and everything Santa Clarita Valley related, go to hometownstation.com or find us on social media at KHTS Radio.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And I think we're going to be going, Nola, and I think we sign up about 11:57, so let's go for it, and let's continue this great conversation.
So Nola, we wanted to know what is Advanced Audiology doing to help and assure that our seniors, when they come into your office, are going to be okay?
Okay, so what we are doing is nobody is sitting in our waiting room because our waiting room can't really allow people 6 feet apart. Plus, then we would have to sterilize all the chairs and everything in between patients. So what we're doing is if a patient has an appointment to come into the office, they call when they get here, and the number is right on the door, and then somebody will come out and take their temperature and ask the COVID questions, which they've already been asked when they made the appointment. But we double check if anything's changed. Then they're brought into the office. They have to have a mask. We are sanitizing everything in between patients and cleaning everything that's used. So, I mean, none of us can afford to get sick either because we don't want to close our business. So we're very careful with that. If you have a problem with your hearing aid, people are dropping it in a cup outside the door with a little note that's provided. Then the person comes and gets their hearing aid and cleans it and disinfects it and everything and brings it back out to the patient. So they can either wait in their car or they can wait. We have a big lobby with different benches all over where they can wait outside.
So when they come in, though, for their appointment, like they want a hearing test, Nola, when they come in for the hearing test, how difficult is it for you guys to have made the adjustments to be able to do a hearing test, because you have to, have some physical contact to a certain degree with patients, because you got to look in their ears to make sure there's no wax there, right?
Right. Well, we have masks on and everything.
Yeah.
And
gloves.
And the patient has a mask on, and then we're sanitizing our hands in between. We're wiping down all the handles. We wipe down the chairs that everybody sits on. We wipe down the computer. We have to do a lot of extra work in between patients and everything. And then the patients, like I was saying about the mask, they can't hear. So it's really hard to keep your mask up because they're not hearing you at all. And so, we do the best we can. We have these masks that have openings that you could see lips, but they were getting so fogged up you can't really see the lips. So I don't really know what the solution is to that, but we're doing the best we can, and we have to be extra special careful. So there's not anybody that's gotten sick from being here in the since June, since we've been reopened, and we want to keep it that way.
So it's really important, Nola. Like I was saying, Nola, you have done everything on your part to make sure and assure that our seniors are in a good environment and safe environment. But an important part of this also is during these times, Nola, people are going to suffer by not being able to hear. So once again, Nola, your phone number is 253-3277. That's 253-3277. And, if those who are listening that can hear what we're talking about know that one of their loved ones might need a checkup, I think it's important that they get this done right away because this could last a lot longer than we think, right, Nola?
Well, I hope not. I will
I hope not, too.
I'm getting tired of it personally.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
definitely last till after November, yeah.
Yep, yep. So anyway, thank you so much for being on the show today. We, just love the information, how important it is to make sure people understand about their mask and about their potential hearing losses. Let me remind everybody, triple digits this weekend. Stay hydrated. It's so important as well. Take care of yourselves. We are sponsored by Advanced Audiology, Comfort Keepers in Home Care, and Santa Clarita Hearing Center. Listen to us next week on the Senior Hour. Now go and enhance your quality of life.